If you're beginning in the gym, then this video is for you. Once upon a time, I used to be in the same scenario as you, complete beginner in the gym, and I did not know what to do. I didn't know how to track my progress. I didn't even know where to begin. But let me tell you, I've already figured that out, and you don't need to as well. Today, I'm gonna go over a little guide for you on what you should be doing as a beginner in the gym, and that way I can make a video that I wish somebody had made for me a long time ago. Let's dive in. The first thing I want to mention, guys, is the kind of gym that you're choosing when you're first beginning doesn't really matter. Right now, what truly matters is picking a gym that's more convenient for you and something you can actually afford. For example, you need to ask yourself what's within your budget, because at the end of the day, what we're trying to focus on right now is to make sure you can even get your foot in the door. And not only that, guys, you want to make it as convenient as possible so that way the gym is not too far from you. If the gym is super close to you, you're gonna become more consistent at actually going and sticking to the routine. Remember, we're trying to last for the long haul, all right? We're not trying to make this a short thing and lose our motivation right away. So to keep us consistent, we need to make it as convenient as possible. Because let's be honest, guys, if the gym is too far, I doubt you'll be very consistent. And that's the main thing we have to focus right now. We want to find something that's more convenient, and we want to find something that's within your budget. The second thing that I want to mention to you guys is we need to set a program for ourselves. The last thing we want to do when we're entering a gym is not having a plan. I know when I first started, I used to make the mistake of just picking whatever machine was available and whatever was open and deciding that was going to be my workout. If you hit legs the day before and then you're going to tend to hit legs again the day after, see how it doesn't make sense? As a beginner, your muscles are gonna get super sore. And not only that, guys, overtraining your muscle is not very smart. If you hit legs the day before, you're gonna wanna hit something else, all right? So a simple program that I set myself up that you could implement as well is a simple thing like a push-pull leg split. Push being you working out your chest, shoulders, and triceps. And then for your pull day, you're working out your back and biceps. The reason it's called push and pull is because the motion of you doing any chest movement or any compound chest movement, you're pushing the weight away from your body. And when you're doing a back exercise, you're pulling the weight towards your body. That's where the push and pull word for the split comes around. And then the third day would be your leg day. So you're hitting your quadriceps, your hamstring, your glutes, as well as some calf raises. If you work out your muscles at least 6 days out of the week doing a push-pull legs, rest, and then a push-pull legs, or you can go Monday through Saturday, 6 days in a row, hitting push-pull legs, repeating the cycle. That way you take Sunday as a rest day. I usually say you only need to work out 5 days out of the week, but when you're first starting, it's good to build that foundation as long as your body can handle it. The real key to this is not the program itself, but it's the fact that we're building some type of consistency right from the start. We want to build enough momentum to where we can build enough consistency along the road, along the journey. Whether you're training 3 times out of the week or upwards to 6 times out of the week, the best workout is the one you can really stick to, guys. The third thing I want to mention, guys, is you need to focus on your form. Let's build some good habits right from the start, guys. I know I always mention this, but it's because when you build your form, that's what's gonna set the foundation and you having better workouts and getting stronger along the way. Yes, progressive overload matters a lot, but right now, we wanna build a good habits so that way we can ensure that we're doing the workouts correctly and we can prevent any injuries. If you start throwing up the weight, you're gonna start incorporating other muscles, your body's gonna recruit other muscles, and you're probably gonna be doing the workout wrong. Sure, you might get away with making some gains because you're just first starting, but as you progress and you're still having the bad habits and you haven't fixed them, your progress will slow down. The more you can perfect your technique on a squat, the stronger your squat is going to get. Trust me, guys. You wanna treat every warm-up, every set, like it's all serious. And if you have the chance to record yourself, go right ahead. That way you can critique yourself and see where you can have any minor fixes. Because trust me, your form is not gonna be perfect at first. It took me a while. Till this day, I still think there's some areas in my form and my workouts that I can still fix. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has something to learn every day, every time they work out. By the way, if you find this video helpful, subscribe and like this video so that way you're not missing out any of the following weekly tips that I come out every week. Now let's get back to the video. The fourth thing is, guys, don't be afraid to learn. Learn as much as you can when you're first starting into the gym. Try out all the different kinds of machines. Get a good feel for what actually feels good to you and what actually gives you a good workout. The thing I love about the gym is the fact that, like, when you're hitting back or you're hitting chest or you're hitting arms, there's more than one right way to do it. There's not only one right answer. Some people might enjoy a regular chest supported row. Another person might enjoy the barbell row. Either one still works. Yes, you can make the argument that certain exercise, if you go into science-based lifting, is actually much better at recruiting the muscle. But still though, like I keep saying, the best workout is the one you can stick to. And so the reason I say to try out all these different machines and different exercises, because there's one that you might like better than the other. And believe it or not, like, the gym is about enjoying it, not making it like a chore. We don't want to hate the gym. We want to embrace it. We want to add it to our life and turn it into a whole lifestyle. Make it a part of our identity. Once you find the exercises and machines that actually feel good to you, stick to them. We don't want to be bouncing around, hopping from program to program or exercises, because we won't be able to track our progress correctly. If you start changing the exercise every other week or every week, you're not going to be able to do progressive overload on those same machines because you keep changing it too much. You won't be able to track your numbers right because on one machine you might be stronger than the other and the other one you might be weaker. And then it might mess with you mentally, honestly. Switching up your workouts too much, you're going to be thinking that you're not progressing when in reality it's just the fact that you're changing the machines, and you know, this machine is supposed to be harder because of its angle or the way you're doing it. Obviously, as a beginner that you're watching this is not something you truly realize until you get way further into your lifting career. So this is me telling you to stick to it. Trust me, you're not missing out on the other machines you're doing. I can promise you, you can do the same machine, same exercise for a whole year in a row and still make quality gains. You just have to make sure you're finding a way to push yourself. And that's where progressive overload comes in. That's increasing the weight time over time, assuming you're doing correct form and you know it's starting to get easier and you master the weight, or you have controlled tempo and you're controlling the eccentric, which is the negative part of the lift, and you're coming down. That's another way of getting stronger. You're holding the tension for a lot longer. So the main thing is to pick your lifts, log your workouts, and then track it time over time, and you'll see the magic happen. And the last thing, guys, is to not be afraid to challenge yourself. I know there's times we get scared or we run away from a challenge or we want to find the easy way out, but I promise you that's just your brain trying to find a way to just make things easier. Our brain doesn't like pain, so it will try to find a way to make sure we're comfortable. If you want constant growth, you need constant discomfort. So you have to find a way to challenge yourself because our body is really good at adapting. You have to increase that weight. You have to do the set even when you don't feel like it. And yes, you do have to hit legs even on the days you're not as happy about it or you're super tired. Everybody should be hitting legs. No excuses, especially if you want to grow, because your quads, whenever you squat or you do some type of leg movement, builds a lot of testosterone. The truth is, progress only comes when you push past those limits. Everybody always has a plateau that they hit, but when you push yourself out of that comfort zone, you break through those plateaus and you push past those limits, and the bar and the line of those limits go way higher, and then you have new limits to break. Whether that's squeezing one more rep, adding more weight, or holding that plank for a couple more seconds, that's just one more step closer towards your goal. Every time you push through those limits, through those plateaus, you're building that discipline, strength, and confidence that you know you always needed. And trust me, it's not gonna happen overnight, but eventually you're gonna be so proud of the work you've been doing. Listen, guys, as a beginner in the gym, I know you can be intimidated and you can be scared, But I promise you, nobody is gonna care about what you got going on. As a matter of fact, some of the most encouraging people and some of my best friends, I made them throughout the gym. The gym is a community, a place where people are there to help each other and encourage one another. Nobody's gonna judge you, I promise you that. Everybody's too busy worrying about themselves. And even then, when I'm in the gym, I'm so focused and tunnel vision on what I got going on for the rest of my day and my workout. So if you're beginning in the gym, do not be ashamed. We all have to start somewhere and we all gotta work towards our goal. So I'm here and I'm rooting for you and I'm glad you made it this far. So now that you have a guide on what to do as a beginner in the gym and you already figure out what gym you wanna go to and you wanna take it much more serious, then I have this video for you over here where I talk about the mindset that changed my life forever. In this video, I'm still going over some of the things that still impact me to this day. You have to build a strong foundation, and in this video, I go so much more in depth on what you should be doing. I'll see you guys in the next video.